Aquarius. Today is January 20th. There's something important you need to see today. King of Wands. The King of Wands demands action. You're the one with the plan, the goal, the ambition. Maybe you started a new project or set a big goal that's got you fired up. But don't ignore the feelings bubbling beneath the surface. You might be trying to lock down control to hide that instability. That push-pull between wanting to lead and feeling out of your depth. Look, the King of Wands says take initiative, inspire others, lead with integrity. That means no steamrolling people just to prove you're the boss. Confidence is key, but arrogance? That's a trap. When you act with certainty, others follow. But if you bulldoze without listening, you risk burning bridges. And, honestly, burning yourself out. I'm seeing signs you might be doing too much. Overcommitment is real here. You don't want to hit that wall. Remember, leadership isn't just power moves. It's knowing when to pause and recalibrate. You can't pour from an empty cup. So, if you've been pushing yourself nonstop, slow down. Reassess. Plan better. The vision you have? It's strong. Don't let the emotional undercurrents sabotage it. You're capable of inspiring people around you, but only if you stay grounded. That tension? It's real and it's important. Here's a concrete step. Pick one leadership move this week. Maybe it's delegating a task or setting a clear goal for your team or yourself. Then, check in with your feelings about it. Are you leading from a place of confidence or trying to cover up stress? That honesty will keep you on track. Also, watch for signs of burnout. If you've been grinding nonstop, your body or mind will let you know. You can't inspire others if you're running on empty. You're not just a boss here, you're a visionary. That means seeing beyond the immediate chaos to the bigger picture. So, hold on to that vision. Let it drive you. But don't let it blind you to feedback or your own limits. The energy right now is raw leadership potential mixed with emotional instability. You can make this work. Just don't ignore the signals your body and heart send. Balance the fire with some grounding. Take charge with integrity, not force. You already knew the tension was there. Lead with purpose, inspire with honesty, and take care of you too. That's the real power move. Four of Wands reversed. I'm seeing a shaky foundation right now. The Four of Wands reversed is flagging instability where you expected harmony. Maybe a planned celebration got postponed, or you avoided a family gathering because something felt off. That unsettled feeling at home? That's this card. Don't ignore these cracks. The Four of Wands reversed warns against glossing over conflicts or rushing to patch things up with surface-level fixes. That fake calm, it won't hold. It's like putting a bandage on a broken beam. You need to look deeper. I'm sensing you might be avoiding some tough conversations. Maybe it's about the roots of tension with people close to you. You can't rebuild if you're pretending everything's fine. The foundations have to be solid first. This isn't about confrontation for the sake of it. It's about facing what's really there. What's causing disharmony? What's making you feel unsettled? This card pushes you to name those issues and act on them. No more sidestepping. I'm seeing a pattern. You might be rushing celebrations or milestones to mask this instability. Maybe you threw a party or made big plans to prove everything's okay. No forced joy. No pretending. Real stability takes time. You're being asked to rebuild, not just patch. That could mean setting new boundaries or addressing old wounds. Because without that, any success or happiness feels fragile. Watch out for superficial harmony. If you're smiling but inside things are falling apart, that's the trap. This card warns that ignoring real issues only leads to bigger disruption later. You don't want to look back and regret sweeping problems under the rug. I'm seeing you holding back from family or close friends right now. Maybe you don't feel ready to face the mess. That's normal. Start small. Initiate honest talks. Let others know you want to fix this, not just escape it. The key here is stability. You don't have to have all the answers now. Just don't pretend everything's fine when it's not. That's dangerous. Look for where harmony has been disrupted. Maybe old conflicts reopened or new stress hit your home life. This card points to those cracks. Don't rush celebrations or milestones until they're healed. You want your foundation to last. You knew there was tension beneath the surface earlier. This card nails that feeling. It's asking, what needs to be fixed before you can truly celebrate? What conversations have you been avoiding? What stability are you willing to build? Face the instability, seek the truth, rebuild your foundation with care. Only then will you find the harmony you crave. That's the message here. No shortcuts, no ignoring the hard stuff. You've got the strength to do this. Start where you are, the rest will follow. Queen of Cups, reversed. This card is screaming emotional overwhelm and lack of boundaries. The Queen of Cups reversed is showing you where you let others drain you dry, where you say yes when every part of you screams no. You already got this. You've been running on empty, trying to hold it all together for everyone else, but you're the one losing your grip. Look, emotional imbalance isn't a quiet thing. It's the sudden outbursts, the snapping when you don't mean to, the exhaustion that hits before your day is even done. The Queen of Cups, reversed, highlights those moments when feelings flood in and you have no dam to hold them back. You let people's problems become yours. You're sensitive, but not because you want to be, because you never learned to say stop. Hold on, don't mistake this for weakness. It takes guts to admit you're overwhelmed. This card is calling you to set firm emotional boundaries. You don't have to carry every burden, every worry, every drama like a badge of honor. It's okay to step back and say, this is mine and that is yours. You don't have to fix everyone or be the emotional rock 24/7. I'm seeing you neglect your own needs here. Maybe you skipped meals, avoided your own downtime, or pushed through when your heart was screaming for rest. You can't pour from an empty cup, literally. If you keep going like this, you'll snap. And that won't help anyone. Here's the kicker. You're not just letting others in, you're letting them mess with your emotional thermostat. You swing from numb to flooded, from cold detachment to tears, and you don't even realize how much it's destabilizing your inner world. This card demands emotional clarity. It's time to identify what triggers you, what drains you, and what feeds you. How many times did you swallow your truth to avoid conflict? Superficial harmony is not real peace. Emotional chaos under the surface will explode if you don't address it. Start small. Practice saying no. Schedule time for yourself and guard it like a treasure. Notice when you feel drained by others and pull back without guilt. Seek clarity, not just from others, but from your own heart. Journaling, therapy, meditation, whatever helps you hear your own voice again. She's warning you. She's showing you the cost of ignoring your emotional limits. You have power here, but only if you stop letting emotions run you. You are allowed to protect your energy. You are allowed to prioritize your well-being. You knew the tension in your relationships wasn't just about them. It's about how you absorb their storms. It's time to break that pattern before it breaks you. Take control of your emotional world. Set boundaries, care for yourself, find balance. This isn't about shutting down feelings. It's about mastering them. You're stronger than you think. You just have to stop giving away your power. It's your turn to be the guardian of your heart. Don't let emotional overwhelm steal your stability. Two of Swords. You're standing at a crossroads, arms crossed, eyes closed, stuck in the middle of a stalemate. Two of Swords screams indecision, like you're holding two swords but can't bring yourself to pick one. Maybe it's about emotional boundaries. You feel the weight of what's on both sides, but can't decide where to draw the line. I'm seeing hesitation. You've been weighing pros and cons, replaying the same arguments in your head, maybe even asking others what they think. But here's the thing. Two of Swords warns against procrastinating. You can't sit frozen forever. You might think you're buying time, but really, you're stuck in limbo. The energy here asks you to stop ignoring facts. Facts don't change just because you close your eyes. Wait, this isn't about rushing blindly. No, let me rephrase that. It says, look at both sides carefully. Weigh your options with clear eyes, not clouded by fear or what-ifs. It's about informed decisions, not impulsiveness. You need to be honest with yourself about what you're willing to accept and what crosses your boundary. Hold on, I see a pattern here. Earlier, you were overwhelmed, absorbing others' emotions, neglecting your own well-being. Now, this card shows you need clarity on where your emotional limits lie. You've been too flexible, bending to keep peace or avoid conflict. But peace without boundaries is just silence before a storm. You might be tempted to keep playing both sides, hoping the problem will just disappear. That's the pitfall. You can debate forever, but action is what breaks the cycle. What feels safe is often a trap. You have to choose, even if it means discomfort or confrontation. Here's what you can do. Write down the facts as they are. List what you want, what you won't accept. Ask, which option keeps my peace intact? Which one drains me? Then find that middle ground where your heart and mind align. That's where balance lives. Look back at your emotional landscape. You've been a caretaker, a fixer, a peacemaker. Admirable, yes. But now you need to protect your own energy. You have to say no more often, even if it feels hard. Setting boundaries isn't selfish. It's necessary for your own stability and growth. So, no more hiding behind indecision. The choice won't always be easy, but it will be clear once you stop running from it. You have the power to draw that line. And when you do, your emotional world will start to settle. Remember, clarity on boundaries is your turning point. You don't need to have it all figured out right now, but you do need to start moving forward. Cut through the fog of indecision. Pick up those swords, choose your direction, and stand firm. Your soul will thank you. Two of Wands, reversed. This card is showing up heavy with hesitation. I'm seeing you stand at the edge, wanting to step forward but holding back. The Two of Wands, reversed, warns about fear of the unknown blocking your path. But staying stuck because you're scared? That's the trap here. Look, you've been circling around decisions, maybe even avoiding planning ahead. That hesitation isn't just indecision, it's stagnation. You're clinging to what feels safe, avoiding new ventures or opportunities that could shake things up emotionally. This card's screaming, fear is the wall, not the world out there. Remember that tension from before? The need to set emotional boundaries? It's directly tied. Fear of stepping out means you're not drawing those lines clearly. Without clarity, boundaries blur. You stay open to overwhelm because you won't commit to what's best for you. The Two of Wands, reversed, is pushing you to stop that avoidance. Wait, hold on. Don't confuse caution with fear. Planning ahead isn't about rushing blindly, it's about calculated moves. This card wants you to map your emotional landscape. Where do you need to say no? Where must you protect your space? If you don't plan, if you don't act, you're just spinning your wheels in place. You might be hesitating on expanding your emotional world because you're unsure what's next. That's the fear of the unknown talking. But here's the catch. No growth happens without risk. If you keep sticking to comfort zones, you miss opportunities to heal, to connect, to grow stronger. Now it's time to act. I'm seeing a pattern where you avoid new ventures in your emotional life. Maybe you stop short of opening up or pushing for what you really want. This card calls you out on that. You can't wait forever. Hesitating only keeps you stuck in old loops. You don't want to get trapped by fear of what might happen. You want freedom. This energy says, embrace change. Set those clear personal limits. Plan your next steps with intention. You don't have to leap blindly. Take calculated risks. Write down what you will and will not accept emotionally. That's how you find your footing again. Without a plan, your boundaries stay fuzzy and the overwhelm returns. Don't avoid this responsibility. Missed chances to say no, missed chances to protect yourself, missed chances to grow. You know the stakes. It's all about taking control of your emotional territory, drawing that line and walking forward with purpose. So, no more stalling. Stop waiting for perfect clarity or the right moment. It won't come if you keep doubting yourself. The unknown isn't a monster, it's a door. Open it with a plan, with boundaries in place, and step through. Otherwise, you stay stuck where you are, tangled in fear and hesitation. You've done the work to see your limits, now own them. Step out of the comfort zone without losing yourself. That's how you build stability, by facing the unknown with a map, not by hiding from it. This card's a wake-up call. Don't ignore it. All right, Aquarius, we're closing the circle here. I see the King of Wands stepping up. King of Wands is all about leadership, vision, and taking charge with confidence. You've got the fire to inspire, to lead, to set bold goals. But hold on. That's where the Four of Wands reversed comes in. This card screams instability and disharmony, foundations shaking beneath your feet. Maybe you've been rushing the celebration, ignoring the cracks in your home life or relationships. You can't build a kingdom on shaky ground. It's time to stop pretending everything's fine and start tackling those issues head on. Now, add the Queen of Cups, reversed. Emotional imbalance is clouding your clarity. You're likely overextending, ignoring your own needs while trying to hold everyone else's feelings together. The Queen of Cups, reversed, warns you to set boundaries. Say no. Reclaim your emotional space before you burn out. This card is a red flag against emotional overwhelm. Don't get swallowed up. I'm seeing the Two of Swords in your mix too. Indecision, weighing options, stuck at a crossroads. You've been procrastinating on choices that matter. The Two of Swords doesn't want you to rush or freeze. Find balance, weigh the facts, then act. Avoid that paralysis by analysis. You can't lead confidently if you're stuck in limbo. Fear of the unknown is holding you back. Stagnation from hesitation. You've been avoiding planning for new ventures, maybe clinging to what feels safe. But this card urges you to embrace change. Take a calculated risk. The world is bigger than your comfort zone. Missed opportunities are the real cost here. This card is about acceptance, healing, and finding peace. You're ready to let go of past regrets that have kept you stuck. That old heartbreak, that failed plan, it's time to release it. When you do, you open space for something better. You can't pour from an empty cup. Take a break, meditate, prioritize recovery. Burnout is lurking if you ignore this. So, Aquarius, let me put it all together. Your leadership fire is real and powerful, but it's been running on shaky foundations and emotional exhaustion. You've been stuck. Indecision, fear of stepping into the unknown, and ignoring emotional boundaries. That's that moment you wanted to look away, just like earlier. The work you've been avoiding, the tough conversations, emotional self-care, and decision-making is exactly what sets you free. Stop postponing. Face the instability. Set your boundaries with the Queen of Cups, reversed, as your guide. Weigh your options with the Two of Swords. Lead with vision and integrity, yes, but don't sacrifice your emotional health or stability. That's the integration you're being called to. The King of Wands shines brightest when he stands on solid ground and a clear mind. So, what's your next move? Start where you've been avoiding. That conversation, that boundary, that decision, that rest. The freedom you crave waits on the other side. You've got this, Aquarius. The final step is yours. That's the message. Like, subscribe, and take it with you. I'll see you on the other side of this.